Let's dive into one of the world's toughest and most dangerous jobs, king crab fishing. It's a profession that demands grit, teamwork, and nerves of steel, where every day on the water is a battle against the elements and the unknown. It all starts in the Bering Sea, a remote and unforgiving expanse between Alaska and Russia. This is a place most would avoid at all costs, where storms can appear out of nowhere, and waves tower higher than houses. The cold bites through even the thickest gear, and the wind howls relentlessly. Beneath these icy waters, red king crabs thrive in near-freezing temperatures, crawling along the ocean floor, far from the chaos above. Down here, the world is silent and alien, a realm of shadows and slow movement. These aren't your average crabs. A mature male can span 5 feet from claw to claw and weigh over 20 pounds. Their sheer size and strength make them the undisputed giants of the crab world, earning them the nickname Red Giants. They're armored survivors, perfectly adapted to the cold, dark depths. Their spiny shells protect them from predators, while their powerful legs help them navigate the rocky seabed. Every feature is a testament to their resilience. Each year, as winter approaches, these crabs migrate to shallower waters to spawn. This is the moment fishermen have been waiting for, preparing their gear and braving the frigid dawn to set their traps. Timing is everything. Miss the migration, and you're fishing in an empty sea. The window of opportunity is narrow, and the risks are high. One wrong move, and a season's work can be lost in an instant. Down below, it's a world of darkness and crushing pressure, where crabs can live up to 30 years. Few creatures can survive here, but the king crab has mastered this harsh environment, moving slowly and deliberately through the gloom. Their slow growth means careful management is crucial. One bad season can impact the population for decades. Scientists and fishermen work together to ensure the future of the species, measuring, sorting, and releasing undersized crabs to keep the balance. So, when you see king crab on your plate, remember, it's not just a meal, but the result of survival in one of Earth's harshest environments. Every bite is a taste of adventure, danger, and the wild spirit of the Bering Sea. These crabs are the true monarchs of the Alaskan seabed, ruling their icy kingdom with silent strength and ancient wisdom. For a few weeks each year, brave fishermen risk everything to bring these giants to the surface. It's a race against time, weather, and the unpredictable sea, a test of endurance and courage. That's where the journey begins, on the deck of a crab boat, in the heart of the icy kingdom, where legends are made, and the red giants reign supreme. Why is king crab fishing so dangerous? Because the Bering Sea in winter is relentless. Fishermen face sub-zero temperatures, 40-foot waves, and decks coated in ice. Every step is a gamble. One slip, and you're overboard into deadly cold water. Crews work around the clock, smashing ice off the boat just to stay afloat. Exhaustion is constant, but the machinery never stops. One mistake, a swinging pot, a snapping line, can be fatal. The sea doesn't care if you're tired. This job is a high-stakes gamble where survival depends on teamwork and grit. The risks are real, but so is the camaraderie forged in these brutal conditions. For these fishermen, it's about more than money. It's about the challenge and the bond. To catch king crab, you need serious gear, starting with the crab pot. These steel cages weigh 800 pounds empty and are dropped to the ocean floor with hydraulic winches. Baited with fish, they lure crabs inside, then soak for days. Finding the pots again is a test of skill, spotting a tiny buoy in a raging sea. The crew hauls the pots up, guiding heavy ice-covered lines under immense tension. One snapped line can be deadly. As the pot swings aboard, hundreds of crabs spill out, if you're lucky. The process is relentless. Bait, drop, haul, repeat. It's a cycle of muscle, machinery, and nerves, all against the power of the sea. King crab fishing is one of the most tightly regulated fisheries in the world, all to protect these remarkable creatures and ensure their survival for generations to come. The rules are strict, and every crew member knows that the future of the species, and their own livelihoods, depends on following them. Only mature male crabs are kept. Females and undersized males are carefully sorted out and returned to the ocean. This selective process is crucial as it allows the population to replenish and prevents overfishing. Females, easily identified by their wide abdominal flap, are especially important. They carry the eggs that will become the next generation of king crabs, making their protection a top priority for every responsible fisherman. Every female and small male is returned to the sea immediately, giving them a chance to grow, reproduce, and help sustain the population. This careful handling helps maintain a healthy ecosystem. Size matters. A male must meet a minimum shell width to be a keeper. This ensures that only crabs old enough to have reproduced are harvested, leaving younger crabs to mature and breed. Each crab is measured with a caliper. If it's too small, it's tossed back without hesitation. This process is repeated hundreds of times each day, showing the dedication of the crews to sustainable fishing. These rules are strictly enforced, with heavy penalties for violations. Fisheries officers regularly inspect catches and paperwork to make sure everyone is playing by the rules. Conservation isn't optional, it's a way of life for both crabs and fishermen. Without these protections, the fishery would collapse, and so would the communities that depend on it. This system ensures future generations of king crab and the livelihoods that depend on them. It's a cycle of respect, responsibility, and hope for what's to come. It's a delicate balance between profit and preservation, and every decision on deck reflects that challenge. Fishermen know that their choices today shape the future of the fishery. Every throwback is an investment in the future, a promise that the ocean's bounty will still be there for the next generation. Sustainability isn't just a buzzword here. It's the only way this fishery survives, and the only way king crabs will continue to rule these cold, northern waters. When a pot is dumped onto the deck, the crew springs into action. Speed is survival out here. Every second counts, and the deck becomes a blur of movement as fishermen scramble to sort through the catch before the crabs become too stressed or injured. The stakes are high, and the pressure is on to work quickly and efficiently. Crabs are already stressed from the rapid ascent through cold, dark water, so sorting must be quick to minimize harm. The crew's hands move with practiced precision, separating the crabs while keeping them as calm as possible. The first step is crucial. Females and juveniles are carefully identified and immediately returned to the sea. This helps protect the future of the population, ensuring that only mature males are harvested and the next generation of crabs can thrive. Next, each male crab is measured with a ruler to check if it meets the legal size limit. Only those that are large enough are kept. Undersized crabs are gently tossed back into the ocean, giving them a chance to grow and reproduce. But size isn't everything. Quality matters too. The crew inspects each crab for signs of damage or imperfection, looking for the healthiest specimens. Only crabs with hard shells and all their limbs intact are kept. Those with missing legs, soft shells, or other defects are set aside. They won't make the cut for market. Damaged or recently molted crabs are returned to the ocean, where they can recover and hopefully be caught again in the future when they're stronger. The best specimens are placed in chilled seawater tanks to recover from the ordeal. These tanks are carefully monitored to ensure the water stays cold and oxygenated, mimicking the crab's natural environment. These tanks mimic the deep sea, keeping the crabs alive and healthy for the journey home. It's a delicate balance, too warm or too crowded, and the crabs won't survive. Every step in this process is about maximizing both quality and survival. The crew's expertise ensures that only the best crabs make it through each stage. The hold becomes a floating sanctuary for the kings, a temporary refuge until they reach the market. The inspection is relentless, with every crab scrutinized for quality. It's this attention to detail that ensures a premium product at the end of the journey. Only the strongest, healthiest crabs make it to market, each one a testament to the crew's skill, dedication, and respect for the resource. With the hold full, the race to shore begins. Every hour counts. Crabs must arrive alive and healthy. The crew monitors tank conditions non-stop. A dead crab is a lost fortune. At the dock, chaos erupts as crabs are pumped ashore and rushed into the processing plant. The process is fast, but gentle, designed to keep crabs in top condition. Inside, some crabs are sold live, but most are cooked, chilled, and cleaned. The best meat is vacuum-packed and flash-frozen to lock in freshness. Every step is about speed and precision. The goal: deliver perfect crab, ready for its global journey. Time is money, and quality is everything. Freezing is just the start of the crab's worldwide trek. The cold chain keeps it frozen from Alaska to restaurants in Tokyo, Paris, or New York. Each box is tracked with a QR code, detailing its origin and journey. Refrigerated trucks and planes move the crab across continents in hours. At every stop, temperature is monitored to ensure quality. Warehouses, trucks, and handlers all play a role in preserving freshness. The crab's journey is a marvel of logistics and precision. By the time it reaches a chef, it's as fresh as the day it was caught. This global network ensures every bite is perfect. At last, the king crab arrives in a world-class kitchen. Chefs treat it with respect, letting its natural sweetness shine. Simple preparations, steamed, grilled, or as sashimi, highlight its flavor. Presentation is key. A single leg can be the star of the plate. The price reflects every risk and effort along the way. From the fisherman's peril to the processor's skill, every step adds value. Cold chain logistics and global shipping drive up the cost. By the time it's served, it's a luxury earned through danger and precision. Each plate is the final chapter of an epic journey. More than a meal, it's a story of risk, reward, and the wild ocean. Next time you see king crab on a menu, remember its story. It's not just expensive seafood, it's the result of sweat, risk, and endurance. Every crab leg represents a fisherman's gamble and a captain's responsibility. The cost isn't just in dollars, but in human effort and sacrifice. Conservation and strict rules protect the future of the species. Every throwback and every regulation is part of the final product. Is it worth it? That's for you to decide. Understanding the journey changes how we value the meal. It's about honoring the effort behind every bite. That's a story worth telling.